needed to have a talk. This is a health update for everyone who's followed me and been on this journey since it all happened a year and a half ago, and also for everyone who's new here, who's started following me this year because of my music and the crazy content I put out. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I wanted to wait till the end of the year, like next month, but I feel like now is more of an appropriate time. So this is just an explanation of everything wrong with me, basically, with my health. So for those that don't know, I had a hernia repair surgery on my left side last April in 2024, and basically it kind of fucked me up and it went bad, and I literally took me like a month and a half to recover from that. And then I literally filmed the Daddy Dick music video within a month of recovering from that. Then about a month after that, in around July, like mid-July-ish, early July, I started having chronic pain that progressively got worse to the point where I couldn't get out of bed and I couldn't go to work. I have a day job. Who in New York City doesn't have a day job when they're creative? Everyone does. So point being, also I love my job. Point being though, I couldn't work, couldn't get out of bed. I was almost homeless till my boyfriend basically took me in, and I didn't have to pay rent for a while. Like, I was still paying what I could, but you know, my loving boyfriend basically started taking care of me. And I went through like 12 or 13 doctors throughout New York City to find someone who would take my pain serious. And eventually I found a surgeon who told me, hey, we think it's the mesh, the hernia mesh that they put in. We also think that because your initial surgeon did an open surgery, it could have messed stuff up. So I'm like, okay. So they removed the mesh, basically. They validated my pain and removed the mesh. And that was in February of this year. That surgery was like a 5 or 6 hour surgery. And part of the reason I started going viral, to be honest, is because I was preparing for this surgery, and I essentially scheduled a bunch of old content to be reposted on all platforms, scheduled on TikTok, on Instagram, and I started going viral while I was recovering from this surgery, where I literally couldn't move for like a month. It sucks. And I just want everyone to know that I knew going into this second surgery that I wasn't going to be 100% of what I was before my first surgery, or even this, before this second. But I didn't know that it would be less than I thought it was. And I think I'm maybe at like 50%. I wouldn't even give it that, 30 to 40% capacity of what I was before my first surgery. And for those that know me and have been here since then, I moved to New York. I've been chasing my dreams for so long, and I would create opportunities for myself if I couldn't get the ones that I wanted. And I've always done that. I've always tried to just put everything I can into my music. My whole life has revolved around this for 8 years. And I love it. It's like one of my passions. It also has become a job in a way, and I love it. I have a lot of fun doing it, right? But for the last year and a half since this all started, it's been a lot with my health, and it's been hard. I didn't think my life would change this way. And yeah, I'm not trying to be depressing either. I really just wanted to kind of share what's going on and give an update. But yeah, I'm not doing great health-wise. Like I said, 30 to 40% of what I was before, and I thought it would be more than that. And I think I'm now at a point where I'm depressed because I have to learn how to live with this new reality. And I don't like that. And I don't want to accept that. Who the fuck would? I walk with a cane, for God's sake. And every waking second, I am in pain. I literally wake up and it starts, and my only respite is when I am asleep. So you can understand why I wouldn't want to be alive. But I do want to be alive. That's the thing. Like, I think I have great potential to do cool things, and I have so many cool ideas. I literally have like 3 albums in the drives. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just about executing it. It's about making money to pay for it. It's about building the following and keeping my followers engaged and still entertained. And so I've done my best this year to try to keep that up and maintain what started in, March and April with going viral and with lies, because I think it's funny. I'm sorry I lied about Nintendo suing me. I thought the four different, I don't know. I just ran with it. When it started going viral and I was like, oh, I should run with this. This is actually kind of funny. That's some of my best memories this year, is filming those videos with Nick at the Nintendo store with my cane and laughing the entire time. Like, ooh, I should say this. Ooh, I should say this. And it's fun. And, at the end of the day, I just think it's funny, and I wanted everyone else to laugh with me. It wasn't my intention to like fool anybody, but it's kind of the same thing with the vape thing that happened like on Halloween. I was in the hospital, but not from hitting 17 vapes at once. I'm not that stupid. I do vape a lot. That's why I had all of them. I was just combining stupid ideas into one. And that's why now we're doing the pineapple thing. I don't know if you saw my apology video, but if I post a pineapple, it means I'm like joking. You shouldn't take me serious. It's more of a two truths and a lie situation. But anyways, that's not the point. I just really wanted to kind of update everyone and explain kind of where I'm at and all the content that you have seen me post this year, and with me smiling with selfies and pictures. Like, I'm trying my best here, I'm trying to make do with what I'm given. And that's kind of all you can do when you start to live with chronic pain, is take things day by day and enjoy the little things. And I think you're kind of told that all throughout your life, is to really see those little moments as precious things. And then I think we all take that for granted. It's kind of like whenever you are sick and you have strep, you're coughing, and your nose is stuffed up, and you're just like, damn, I really take advantage of like when I'm not sick. Like I miss breathing, It's kind of like that for me, but with walking. And, one of the hardest things for me is, like, if you live in New York City or somewhere where you take public transit, like, you're running late for work, you see the subway, you can make it if you run, I used to do that all the time. I see the train, I can make it if I'm at this exact spot, if I just book it. And I did that so many times before this. You think I'm jumping the fare now? That's not even my point now, making the train. It's the fact that I literally get jealous seeing people live their life, and being able to walk and being able to do things that I can't do anymore. And it's something that I'm having to really adjust to and be okay with, being okay with doing nothing, basically, and not being able to do things. But it hurts, It hurts that I want to do all these things and I physically cannot handle it. And it just sucks, And like, it is what it is. And I'm at the point now with my surgeons where it's kind of like, well, I mean, like, the only thing we can say is you should probably just lose weight, maybe go on Ozempic. So I'm trying to get my insurance to cover that. It's been months for that. And yeah, I mean, there's just a lot. Also, I mean, the surgery thing with the chronic pain is the main issue of why I am depressed. And there are also other health issues that I have. I have diverticulosis that flares up, I have GERD that is fucking obnoxious and keeps me up all night and is painful. There's other things that I'm not going to share that are bad for my, like, I have conditions that I'm not gonna like that I don't really think I need to share, but it makes me insecure, causes more chronic pain, blah blah blah. But I mean, at the end of the day, I just wanted to make this video as an update to those who love me, who maybe I don't share with, to those that follow me, who are new, who have been following me. This is more of a just explaining to you that I'm trying and that I really just love entertaining people, and I love making people laugh, and I think I was put on this earth to help people, whether that be through making people laugh or making them feel confident, making them feel sexy. And I just want to make people feel good at the end of the day. And that's just, like, even when I feel like shit, and making people feel good when I feel like shit, like, it gives me some form of, like, happiness, And that's kind of where I'm at, I told myself I wasn't going to cry for this. So we're not crying, and that's good, you know? And we're doing this is a meeting. This is a team meeting. So I am announcing a giveaway, and it's going to be chaotic. So I felt like I needed to say all of this before I cause more chaos on the timeline. And if people that don't watch this probably going to get mad because they're not going to understand where I'm coming from. But, you know, I will be taking advantage of every health situation I have and making content out of it if I feel like I want to do that. And I don't give a fuck if people are like, you're an attention seeker. Yes, we all are. Jesus Christ, everyone who makes content does that. Shocker. Some of us lie, and it's funny, and you love it, and you eat that shit up. Media literacy is dead, and we're just monetizing it. I don't know what y'all want from us. But I do love everyone that loves me and is a follower of mine and has bought, purchased, streamed, liked, commented, any of that shit. Like, it really does go a long way. And it, like, I'm very thankful for everything that you know, I wish things were different, and I wish that I could do more, but I'm trying to learn how to be thankful for what I can do and what I'm capable of doing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is a long video. Just know. Oh, and I didn't want to clean my room for this, so you can see that I am depressed, and holy shit. Like, I just wanted some realism in here, because when I stream on Twitch and shit, I be making my bed, I be cleaning my room. It's kind of like one of the best parts of streaming on Twitch is that I'm like, damn, I gotta clean my room for that. But this is me, okay? And I just want to be more honest now, you know? I want to kind of take those blurred lines of reality and fantasy that I put out, how I make people portray me, and what actually is reality. And I want to kind of keep those lines somewhat separate, but I want them to intertwine. You know what I'm saying? They can run parallel, and they can cross as well. And that's just kind of what I want to do. So I love y'all. Thanks for listening to this if you were here all the way through. I don't think people give a fuck enough about me to watch a, you know, fucking 10 to 15 minute video about me talking about why I'm sad and what's wrong with me. But I wanted to do it, so I don't give a fuck if this video gets 10 views. I don't fucking care. I just want to be a little more authentic now and honest, and I think it could go a long way, because I'm not the only one who lives with chronic pain. I'm not the only one who walks with the cane. I'm not the only one who's depressed and wants to die all the time. And I think if the right people see this, then they can feel connected to my story and maybe have a little bit of confidence and reassurance that they're not alone. And I know that's what I need sometimes. So I don't know. Anyways, I love you. Thanks for loving me, and keep being gay or not. Be bisexual at least, just a little bit.